Good morning, everybody. Now, you wouldn't think so, but I just parked the truck after going down to Dubuque. So I just took a load down to Gavilan, and Dad is bringing the combine back, and I imagine Travis is coming with him because we were out at one of Travis's farms and the sieves plugged. So they're bringing the combine back. We're gonna have to get them unplugged. When that happens, it pretty much sends the corn straight out the back of the combine. So I'm not totally sure why they plugged. It is below freezing, but we haven't had any real snow in a couple days, up to a week now. So they're about to pull in. Let's have a closer look. Might not have been snow, but front of the head looks awfully white. Got the combine all defrosted. We're gonna head back to the field and keep trying to harvest. We have just under 100 acres remaining. So we've got one field, the one field that we're working on today of Travis's. Then Travis has one other field, it's about 40 acres. And then we have everything remaining at the Burton farm of Dad's. And then after that, we should be done. Now we can harvest about 30 acres a day. If we can get a full day of running in, but things like this have a tendency to slow us down. So let's go ahead and head out. Now I would just like to call a mulligan on this day, because you may notice that we are back at the main farm. And the reason being is because the grain bin auger that feeds the sump for the unloading auger quit working. And as you may see, we changed the chain around to bypass it, but the sprocket isn't exactly sitting on there straight. So what we did is we took the auger completely out and had a closer look at it, decided that we could weld it to make it work for the time being, and put it back in the same night. So we were able to harvest the very next day. And it saved us a lot of time instead of waiting for another auger to come in and messing with that. However, we did change the auger a couple days later, and this auger just got us through and allowed us to harvest while the weather was good, which was a good thing we did because it saved us a few days. Good morning, everybody. Ryan here, Rise and Shine. We are down at Gavilan. We just went through the inbound scale and we're heading around the facility to dump off a load of Travis's corn. So we are on the last two farms for Harvest 2019. And we got up, I got down here right when Gavilan opened to try to get as much corn down here as we can today. However, we can do about 30 acres every day. And I'm not totally sure if we can get everything harvested, but we're gonna try to do as much as we can because they are calling for bad weather this week. And we're not totally sure when we're gonna be able to get back out in the field if it does start raining. They are calling for a good week of weather in December, but at this rate, I mean, I really wouldn't want to be harvesting in December, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm gonna dump this load off and then head back up to the farm. We got, I don't even know how much we got done of it last night, but we have about 34 40 acres left. And then we're done with harvesting for this decade. Ryan Kuster, thanks. This is the burn farm. We still have some corn left standing down in the bottom down there. It got too wet. The temperature started to warm up and the ground started to get soft, so we had to move to another farm. So we started working on Travis's stuff, and we've just been working on that. But now, I mean, the weather's good. It's still a little bit wet out there, but I think we could even do some tillage. But harvesting comes first priority, and depending on how long the weather holds out, we'll move on from there to do some tillage. I'm pretty sure I'm looking at what is an Amish Uber. Shut it down. Now, this is roughly 1,000 bushels, maybe a little bit more. And 1,000 bushels, if the field is yielding 200 bushel to the acre average, that would be 5 acres worth of corn in this truck. But just loaded up, gonna head back down to Dubuque for the third load of the day. It is currently 10:30. That looks a lot like rain to me. Yeah. 90% chance of rain this afternoon, and 100% chance this evening. Starting at 5 p.m. Guess it's not the worst thing in the world, but we'll have one or two more loads to be sent down. Because I can leave here at 4 o'clock if that's when the rain starts. But that's not going to give us enough time to finish today, unfortunately. There you go. Got her, girl. Now, they just finished on this farm, and that's it for Travis's fields. That just leaves what Dad has left. Now, I was gonna come up this road and park up in the field road up there, but you can only get it coming from this direction, and Dad was heading down that way, and there's not enough room for a semi and a combine on one of these roads, or at least down at the end of that one. So I went the long way around, and we're just gonna load it here on this intersection. Picked kind of a flatter, open spot where people are gonna see us. So Travis is coming down the road now. He's only got 46,000 pounds on, which is about 3/4 of a load. And to me, that's enough to take down, but it depends if they want to just kind of have Dad pay Travis or vice versa for the corn that they mix together. We'll just see. We disperse the weight between the two because this isn't a full load. I'm just gonna take this down to Dubuque as is. That way there's no really dilly-dallying with numbers and trying to make sure that the right amount of bushels went to Travis or Dad, because the yield monitor in the combine this year hasn't been 100% accurate. So we're gonna head down to Dubuque. Getting kind of low on fuel, about 1/4 of a tank. I should really go fill up, but I think I might be able to make it one more load without refilling, which is good if we can do it, because I have just barely enough time to get back here. It takes about an 1.5 hour round trip, and right now we're sitting at 3:10, so getting through here is taking longer than I thought. I pulled in before 3, but this time it's just a little bit slower. So I'm gonna unload as fast as I can. Once I get out of here, I'll try to decide what I can do with what the weather's doing. This guy's pulling away, so not wasting any time. We have roughly 15 minutes to load the semi, so I really hope that they have a full load by the time I get back, because that's 1,000 bushels that we can get harvested today compared to who knows when. I don't even know how much is remaining right now, honestly. Even though it's raining here, it's probably not raining back home at the farm yet. I'm afraid that's all she wrote. I don't know if they've got a full load on the combine, but they aren't going to be able to load up the grain cart. So we'll probably end up taking everything back to the farm. It's pouring now. This is a good spot to be ripped. Yep. It's 4:07 and Gavilan closes at 5, so I should be able to make it there. I'm gonna head there, drop this load off, go to BP, fill the truck up, because the place where I usually fill up, their pumps aren't working, I guess, because we are out of fuel. And then I'm gonna head back to the farm. Okay. And that is pretty much it for this video. Hannah is going to be riding along with me in the truck, and there should really only be 1 or 2 videos left of harvest. Once the weather straightens out, we are gonna head out there and finish what's left. So this week, on Thursday, I will be attending Farmer to Farmer in Omaha, Nebraska. So if you're in the area or if you're going to the show, be sure to stop by and say hi. We'll be hosting a meet and greet after the YouTube panel, which I believe starts at around 3 o'clock. So if you're in the area, be sure to stop by. With that, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all how farms work. And with that, I'll see you next time.